What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I teased it in the Tcgplayer review that we did either earlier today or the other day. I don't know if I'm doing the double upload today or not. But I wanted to go through what we got because it was a pretty crazy deal and we got some pretty crazy stuff. So it's like 20,000 cards. 20,000 cards. I think we paid $400. It was pretty low. It was like $10 per thousand, close to that. Even with a metric crap ton of reverses and hollows, and it was just kind of like a blowout deal. And I was like, "Yep, I'll be right there." So, got a lot of stuff to check in with. Got some Japanese stuff, some Magic, some Lorcana, a mishmash of anything, and probably one of the most amazing things I've ever gotten in a bulk buy. I'm going to show you that off in a second. It's pretty cool. Before we do though, if you don't know who I am, my name is Bronzgod and I sell trading cards on Tcgplayer and eBay. Almost misprint and soon to be Mana Pool. I sell about $40,000 a year, mostly in bulk, which we are looking to exceed by the end of the year. In addition, we do have two other channels, one for weight loss, one for gaming. Both of those links are in the description below if you want to check either of those out. And we do have a growing list of affiliate codes. We have Card Uploader, Mox Alpha, and Misprint as well. So if you want to check any of those out, you can save a little money, I can make a little money, and we can both win. So, collection. Now I know this isn't 20,000 cards, but this is everything else I haven't done so far. I'm going to show you what I have done in a second because it's pretty sick. But got a lot of Scented Heroes here. Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Fantastical Flames, all good sets. There's not a lot of playable stuff right now. But all the new sets that have those hollow energies, the bubble energies, the nitro energies, like those are all solid. Ascended Heroes, obviously the reverse hollows and there are bangers. The Rayquaza went up to like almost dang near $2. The most insane thing I've ever found, you're gonna like this, that I've found in a collection. Chik-fil-a gift card wedged in between some singles. And I said, okay. It worked. It had not been redeemed yet. I had to go check out my buddy that owns the store that I buy bulk from time to time. He needed some help with something, so I stopped by. And there's a Chick-fil-A right next there, and I was like, oh, let me go see if this thing works. And sure enough, free chicken sandwich. So I got all this bulk for $400, and I got $5 back right away for a free chicken sandwich. And it was good. It was good. So yeah, all those singles, and then probably the other best part about it was we got lucky. I don't know if they were like a rip and shipper or they just ripped for hits. This entire stack is nothing but EXs and Pokeball reverses, and there's some good ones in there too. I already have them set sorted. But there was like a Gengar or two, there was like a Charizard, a Mega Charizard or two, just a whole, I mean that alone, eBay-wise, is probably going to be my money back over time. I also might use those for some binders now that I've got that show that's coming up in November that I'm going to be going to at Phantom, and possibly, TJ, if he can bring the family, that might be good dollar binder stuff to start packing away. So we'll see what happens. The other really cool part about this collection is 151. All of this and all of this. And then I've got one other box in my computer room, which we'll go over to in a second. That was the bulk of all this bulk. It was all 151, which I was pretty ecstatic for. Wasn't a lot of Gengars. I think there was like one, but there was, it's under this box. It's going to be hard to see because I'm already doing other stuff, but yeah, all those reverse hollows, yeah. Pretty solid stuff. And I was pretty excited because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we got, let there be a light, a collection. I haven't really bought any bulk recently. All this Japanese stuff down here too, which is pretty sick. And there was about 100 to 200 Magic cards, mostly bulk rares, and foils and stuff. And then there was about a half a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh! about 200 or 300 cards, some Lorcana, some random sports. It was just like, I think like he was using sports cards and Lorcana cards to divvy up where things were. There was no rhyme or reason, but there ended up being about 300 to 500 cards of each other game, which was pretty cool. I haven't made any of the 151 live yet because it's been a little bit of a busy week. We had we just signed up on Misprint. We've been talking about the last couple days. We've been just doing a lot of upkeep. We've been doing a lot of moving around. We made a lot of room. Finally got those boxes in that are under there. That's my stash. So we started making boxes for each of the other sets, kind of get it back to where it was. So I haven't had too much time to sort and sift or whatever all this stuff here, but it was just nice getting a collection, man. It was nice. And now that I'm trying to get into, kind of buying, selling, and flipping bulk on its own, I'm looking for more finally. So I finally put out an APB. Some of the stores I go to usually that I haven't been to in a couple weeks. I got one, it's probably like 14 to 15 5 rows of Magic bulk. He's selling to me for $25 a box. That's going to be sick. I have another store that's going to be like basically selling me large flat rates for $40 or $50. So I might sift through those. I might offer those up to some people in the Discord who are hurting and trying to find some bulk. It's been a good couple of weeks. Not a lot of sales necessarily per se. Definitely been treading water a little bit like most, but it'll start picking up here. There'll be more collections to buy. I just haven't really been putting my name out a whole lot, especially in the last couple months as I've been kind of getting things figured out here. As much as I've always been I don't ever want to not be buying kind of person, I definitely needed to calm down for a second. That's why I got into the unboxings and the openings for a little bit. And I still obviously am going to do them, but I kind of had to take stock, figure out where I was, what we were doing, and that's okay to do sometimes, If you gotta take a moment and just kind of chill out, it is what it is. Change this here real quick. So over time, we're gonna slowly sort and list that stuff. Like I said, we're limiting ourselves to about 50 copies of a card, so there's a good amount of that that's probably going to get set aside to be bulked out to someone else. But yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been a fun couple of days. I miss buying that bulk, man. I miss buying collections. I miss buying just massive amounts of stuff. I got to get back to it. I know we've made some changes, some good changes, and maybe some that have been a little surprising around here, but I miss buying large quantities of cards and going through them. That is what I like doing too much. And now that we're properly using some other sites, it took us a little while to get there. It's definitely slow moving. But now that we're getting used to other forms of sorting, like chaos sorting, and now that we're trying to slowly get onto other platforms to maybe sell through these cards a little faster, it's going to be good for us because we're going to be able to buy more stuff and flip through things faster. And we're on our own timetable. You're on your own timetable. It's weird when you get away from what you like doing or do it less. You start to feel like you're putting on a mask, And it's okay. It's okay to take a break and change things and do things differently because you never know what's going to work out for you. And then when you do get back to what you like and you do get to your bread and butter, it just feels even better because you've been able to accomplish all this other stuff. And then all of a sudden you get to go back to that. And I love every minute of it. Also, I still have like 2 RIs to pack and I'm not looking forward to it. They might be way more overdue than they should be. I put in shipping numbers, of course, but yeah, I think one I've had for like 2 weeks and I need to do that tonight. So we're going to be finishing that tonight since we've had all day off today. And then tonight we'll get it finished. Then we'll be all caught up. And then we can start listing like a mofo, if you know what I mean. So, guys, selling cards is fun. Buying bulk is fun. Doing all the things is fun. And I'm glad you're here to watch. Let me know down in the comments if you've been having luck finding bulk. Have you not been having luck finding bulk? Have you bought any collections recently that you've made a little score on? I was definitely, man, when I was sorting through that bulk, and I just like every 20 cards was just like an EX, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be good. And I found all that 151, and it was like, yep. So I know you guys say sometimes it's hard to find bulk out there, and it can be, but just look in the right spots. You know, be flexible with your buying. Around here, numbers are starting to go down a little bit. Some of the big guys that are buying it for like 25 plus, they're starting to go down to like 20, 15. So, you know, just make your rates, stick to it, and then adjust accordingly like anything else. Don't have any like hard rules and be like, no, like $10 per thousand and that's it. Because you could lose out on some deals. I'm not saying like accommodate and pay like 50 per thousand, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, yeah, not too much of an eventful day today, but definitely wanted to talk about that collection because it was pretty cool. Let me know how you guys are doing, and we will see you in the next one. Hope you guys have a good night and take care. Peace.